Welcome back to the Alpha Strike, guys. So this is probably the one you've all been waiting for, been looking forward to watch. This is the TMNT Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Wave 1 Super Rares and Chase review videos. So we're pleased to say we've actually got all of them for your reviewing pleasure. And because of this, I'm going to keep this on the whole
And we want to give out some shout outs to some of our friends for loaning some of these.
That's right. Robert and Taz hooked us up with the super rare Leonardo and the Chase Michelangelo to fill our gaps for what we don't currently own, but we were able to get a hold of them all for the review video, specifically just for you guys.
Because just like you guys, they love our channels. They want to see all the good content.
Yet they haven't subscribed yet.
Lazy locals.
Alright, so up first, Donatello on the super rare. Animal, martial artist, scientist, TMNT, and TMNT ally. So they usually give the scientist keyword to Donatello. See, I can't even get my turtle straight anymore. I've been doing this way too long. So
I think you need a candy bar.
Probably. We'll have to take a pit stop after this. So he is 60 points, and his special attack power, saying it right this time, is Giant Reach 3. Can use Blaze Claw's Fangs, but only if he's attacking a non-adjacent character. So take advantage of that Giant Reach 3 and that Blades when he has it. Starts with, can't see through the glasses, I think that's Leap Climb, and then Invulnerable with Perplex. Second click, so you're going to want to push him, goes to a special attack power, which is the Giant Reach 3 and Blades. Keeps that, drops down to Toughness, third click, then goes to Sidestep. So he keeps that Naginata power. It's My Bow converts to a Naginata. Keeps that for a little while, then drops finally to an 18 defend with support. So he's done being on the front lines. He's there to keep other people in there and heal them up. Keeps that sidestep, so you got mobility there. I have to say, for 60 points, this Donatello is something else.
He is pretty spectacular. Alright, speaking of spectacular, I mean, kind of, is the super rare Leonardo.
So I've heard a lot of hubbub about this guy, so I'm going to pay very close and special attention to what you're saying here, Eric, because I want to know what's the hubbub, bub.
So this poor Leonardo, probably one of the coolest figures for the leader of the Turtles they've ever put together, with the fact that he doesn't do what he's supposed to do correctly, which is a pain in the butt.
Set that bar. Just keep setting that bar higher.
So he starts off with a, of course he has the Animal, Martial Artist, TMNT, and TMNT Ally keywords, 60 points, regular combat symbols, no range, 60 points, yep. He has Charge, Blades with an attack value of 11, and a defense power of 17, and damage value of 2. The two powers he has in that first tile, and he has the damage power for the first 2, and then the defense power for the first 4. Defense value. Defense power. Analyze and counter fighting styles. Leonardo can use super senses and toughness. Love it already. He can get in the fight and evade a few attacks. Maybe. Damage power. Leader of the Turtles. This is what gets everyone's strings right here. Leonardo can use leadership. Yes. Perfect. When he does and succeeds, he may instead remove an action token from each adjacent friendly character with the TMNT keyword.
That is pretty awesome.
That is great, right? Here's the problem.
He's 60 points.
He's 60 points. Guess how many of the Turtles are 60 points or higher?
All but 4?
Yes. All but 4. Guess which ones? These guys down here.
The commons
from Wave 1. So he is the best Leo for those 3 Turtles.
Hopefully, we've heard rumor in the works that they're going to change leadership to equal or lower points, as well as Mastermind and those.
Yeah.
So hopefully that rolls through, and he will become astronomically better. And so he would then work with all but a handful of the Turtles, the super rares and chases, I think. So.
Yep. All right, so there's that. And then mid-dial, click 4. He picks up an attack power. Click 2 has 12 attack blades, by the way, so that's great. Click 4. He picks up an attack power called Twin Katanas. Leonardo can use Blades, Claws, Fangs. When he makes a close attack, he can use Prob Control. So he has Sidestep at that point with 16 defense with their Super Senses and the Toughness, and 2 damage. So I'm going to roll Blades, and I might Prob it. 10 attack, though. He probably rolls attack, unfortunately. It's kind of let down there. Has that attack power for the rest of his dial with reflexes and no movement power or damage power. He is basically, your whole point of him is the leadership for at least the actions, and then keep him in the fight at all times.
I don't know. I think all the hubbub is a lot of hubbub for nothing.
Yeah.
Until they change that leadership, then I could see him being like OMGBs.
Okay, you're next.
All right, Rat King. He has the animal deity monster and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles villain keywords. He has improved movement, ignores hindering. Trait, all fear me, except the rats. At the beginning of your turn, if Rat King occupies or is adjacent to hindering terrain, place a giant rat bystander if less than 4 are on the map. And those have 3 movement, sidestep, 8 damage, or 8 attack, 15 defense, and 1 damage with special attack power. Special damage power. Boy, I'm just getting those across today. Okay, special damage power that says if Giant Rat is adjacent to 1 or more friendly bystanders named Giant Rat, modify its damage value by +1. If it's adjacent to 2 or more, also modify its attack value by +1. So it could go up to a 9 and 2. A lot of flood on the board.
Yeah, seriously, right?
Second trait, Strange Spectral Guide. When Rat King is KO'd, you may equip him to a friendly character with the animal keyword. If the equipped character, can use probability control. If equipped to a character named Splinter, he can use regen. So 65 points to have him die off and give your Splinter prob and regen.
That one.
That one or
not that one.
Oh, no animal keyword.
No animal keyword.
Drop the ball.
We'll show you guys that one later.
And then his special attack power is Rat Trap. Give Rat King a power action once per game and choose an opposing character within 4 squares in line of fire. Place up to 4 giant rat bystanders adjacent to that character. Wow.
Which doesn't count the ones he's been placing every turn.
Wow, so you could have up to 8 rats on the board.
Yes.
At any one given time. But that does actually not happen until much later.
Later in the clip.
Starts off with Stealth, Super Senses, and Exploit. 10 attack is fair. Then drops to Stealth, Toughness, and Probability Control. So he goes kind of support, move around the board there. And then goes to Stealth, Special Attack Power, which is the Rat Trap, and Regen for 2 clicks. And then shuffles off the Mortal Coil, hopefully to give an animal
Prob control.
Probability Control. So overall, yeah.
Long dial for his points, right?
65, yeah, that's wow. How many?
8 clicks is in there.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, KO's on 8, so that's pretty impressive for 65 points. But he doesn't do a lot as far as an attacker goes. I mean, he starts off okay, but then he just drops down to...
What are the rat stats?
I recovered them.
Oh, I missed them. I wasn't paying attention.
Of course. 3 movement with sidestep, 8 attack, no range, 15 defense, and 1 damage with a special damage power. So that's a Rat King. I don't know. He could be good for those who love your swarm teams and your bystanders. Make it happen.
Make it do it, guys.
All right. Buzzing.
We have the buzzy man himself here, old Baxter Stockman, with the monster scientist. Gotta love that keyword, right? TMNT villain. Trait 4 arms. He has the Baxter Stockman can carry up to 4 tiny characters. So we're looking at, Mausers in the set.
Looking at you, Mausers.
Also can carry some Ant-Man.
Lots of Ant-Man.
Or Atoms.
Atoms. Wasps.
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 Little people. He carries around little people, okay? It's pretty cool.
That is the politically correct term.
Yes. He also has a damage power in the middle of his dial here. Yeah. Middle 2 clicks. He has... Baxter Stockman can use Outwit and Perplexed, but only to target the same opposing character. Or same opposing character. So he has to be very careful to perplex and outwit because it can either be perplex them down and outwit them, or he can't split up perplex up.
He can't do.
Yeah.
If he uses one, he has to use them both on an opposing character.
Yes. So you can't help your friendly guys at all, which is unfortunate. But he sets up for your characters to have them have a lower defense to shoot at or attack at, or minus defense or counter defense for more damage. So that's his role. He's got sidestep, energy with 4 range, flight. So he does carry well both minis and regular people. So that's kind of cool. You can carry one person. And tiny, right? That's the rule. If you fly.
Yeah. Carry tiny too.
Aside from that, mostly sidestep everywhere. Phasing on the end there, perplex and ESD. Pretty generic dial. I like him for the fact that he's a good taxi with some support powers. Shape change for 1 click. The rest are all support powers. So he does attack well at first and then becomes a support piece.
All right. This is probably the piece you've all been waiting for if you haven't already played him, exploited him, or had him stomp your face into the ground. Krang running in with Robot, TMNT Villain, and Ultrom. Not Ultron, but Ultrom.
Ultrom.
Yep, as in M as in Nancy.
M as in Nancy? Really?
Anyway, so his trait is Molecular Amplification Chip. Give Krang a free action, and he has giant size and modifies his combat values by +1 until your next turn. At the end of your turn, deal him 1 unavoidable damage. Or I guess, give him a free action, and he has the Colossal. Colossal. They didn't put the symbol in there. And modifies his combat values by +2 until your next turn. At the end of your turn, deal him 2 unavoidable damage. You can only activate one of these powers each turn. Wow, that whole sentence could have been settled with the word or.
Yes.
So, and then his attack power is you can give a free action to choose a standard attack power or flight, and Krang can use the chosen power until you choose again. And then his special damage power, IQ of 968, until he gets mad. Krang can use Outwit and Probability Control. His powers can't be countered by a character on an equal or higher click number. So when it says higher click number, I'm assuming they're counting the actual number, because everybody starts on 1. So if he's on 1 and I'm on 2, I can't outwit him because my click number is higher. So after he takes that first or second damage from his changing my size, you could then outwit him if you're on your starting click. So he starts off with Eric would have left it on the starting click.
Well, I'll move it to 3 because you were saying you wanted to talk about.
Anyway, so he starts with Charge and his special attack power, which is the Pickup power. And then Impervious, 18 defense, 4 probability control, and 5 range with Indom. And then, of course, you could give him Giant Reach 2 or 3. Pair him with Seifert. We all know what happens.
Yeah.
Then he goes to his damage power, which is the probability control and outwit. Jeez. Running shot. And then keeps that for a second. Goes back to charge. Goes to sidestep. Drops to toughness and poison and sidestep. Loses all his specials at this point. Plasticity, poison, and KOs. So really, if you see him lose those specials, get to healing him, because he's going down. He is 170 points for this big meat stick of awesomeness. So if you get one, congratulations. If you have one already, if you can get one, I recommend doing it. His average market value, even still, is $36.
In that area, quite well.
At the time this was filmed.
Yes.
Disclaimer.
Alright, guys. Now for the big 4.
So that was our super rares. On to the chases of the set. The sketch variants with the awesome red bandanas for the Noir Sin City effect, which was awesome.
The OG sketch variant, which isn't actually a variant. This is actually their only version, because this is how they originally were in the comics.
Just love how that sketch went into those shells.
It did really well.
Alright, who are we leading with?
First and foremost, we have who I have to call the rude and crude turtle, Raphael.
Rude but crude.
Thank you. Rude but crude. He is animal, martial artist, TMNT, and TMNT ally. They all have these two traits, so we'll cover it here, and then we won't do it anymore for the rest of them. Shell-to-shell defense. Raphael can use stealth, period. If Raphael is adjacent to a character named Michelangelo, Donatello, or Leonardo, he can use impervious.
Oh.
Once again, not stuck to these other three. Any of them. If they have a named of those other three brothers, impervious turtle.
Could be helpful.
Yes. Alright, he still has his Psi attack power from the common.
Flurry, penetrating.
Flurry, penetrating doing so, but his is 11 attack with 2 damage and power, 18 defense with toughness and charge. These turtles all have Indomitable, so they have willpower.
If I remember right, they all have the same dial too.
They are very, very similar, so the powers are a little bit different. So then second click goes a sidestep, 17 reflexes. Third click, sidestep, reflexes, 10 attack, 2 damage. By the way, I believe he has Battle Fury, the entire dial. No. He has Empower first, then Battle Fury. Last 2 clicks is like Charge, Blades, Reflexes, Battle Fury, Flurry, 11 attack, Blades, 16 reflexes, Battle Fury. Last click, oh my goodness. 6 movement with Flurry, 12 attack, Blades, Claws, Fangs, 16 with reflexes, and 2 damage.
Death Scream.
Battle Fury, yep. This guy has been told to be one of the best of these 4.
I would say so. That penetrating damage flurry is something else. Alright, so Michelangelo will hit this hard and fast. Shell-to-shell defense. Stealth and impervious if he's next to another named turtle. Advanced turtle technique.
You read that one.
So he skipped over the advanced turtle technique. When Michelangelo hits one or more opposing characters after actions resolve, you can move up to 2 squares, automatically breaking away, then make a close attack targeting a character that he has not attacked this turn. So they get a hit you, move, and then flurry or attack you again. But it is just an attack, not an action. So just printed.
Raph and Mikey both have Flurry, so they basically get 3 attacks when they do the advanced turtle techniques.
Right. And then, of course, there's Nunchuck power, Flurry, action token after actions resolve. Starts with Charge, special power, goes to Sidestep. Charge, special power, Toughness, goes to Sidestep, special power, Combat Reflexes. Sidestep, Incap, Combat Reflexes, Perplex. Then Sidestep, Incap, Super Senses, Perplex. And finishes out 12 attack. Man, these guys, they just hit me. 75 points for these guys, by the way.
75 points.
Animal, martial artist, TMNT ally for your keywords. Indom the whole way, 75 points. That is a bargain. Again, thanks, Taz, for letting us borrow that.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
We have the science dude here, Donatello. He has animal, martial artist, scientist, TMNT ally, shell defense, advanced troll techniques, and this one has damage up by him is also knockback and generation 2 with 11 attack, charge, 3 damage, 18 defense with toughness or the impervious with next to friends. Second click, sidestep, 11 attack, 17 reflexes, 3 damage. Sidestep, same attack power, 17 reflexes, 3 damage. And charge, quake, reflexes, outwit. So this is probably like the hardest hitting Donnie I've seen. Most of them all have had 2 or less damage. He had 3 for the first 3 clicks.
Nice.
Then he has outwit, and then he gets force blast, 11 attack with quake, 16 super senses, and 2 damage with outwit. Last click, wow, very, very similar. Force blast, 6 movement, 12 attack quake, 16 with the super senses, and 2 damage outwit.
Force Blast and Quake is a little redundant.
A little bit. Because...
Wouldn't that technically knock them back 4 squares, though? Because you hit them for 2. Force Blast means your attack generates knockback, so they go back 2 squares. And then they're also knocked back 2 squares from the Quake, because the knockback is not dependent on the damage from the Quake. So that would be 4 squares of just... boom.
I believe you can stack it like that because of when the Quake knockback happens. I think that's fine.
Wow. That's a lot of knockback.
Research that. We'll see.
Clear the area.
Basically, yeah, you kick everyone 4 squares away. That's crazy.
Alright. Last, but most certainly not least, as far as our clicked characters go, Leonardo, shell-to-shell defense, has animal martial artist, TMNT ally, advanced turtle technique, gets katanas, which is blades claws, and if he misses, he can sidestep away. So he could use that in conjunction with his advanced turtle technique. So I hit you, and then I get to move 2 squares, and if I miss, then I can move 2 squares away. So he's definitely moving around. Charge, 12 attack, 18 defense, toughness, and leadership, looks like.
2 damage always.
Yep. Which, makes it really easy to decide on that blades.
That blades roll.
Drops to 11 attack, 17 combat reflexes, then drops to just standard blades with 10 attack and exploit. Sidestep back up to an 11, blades exploit. Last click, it looks like sidestep, 12 attack, blades claws, 16 defense with combat reflexes, 2 damage with exploit weakness. So
wow,
just those death screams, man. You get them down those last clicks, and they are just going to be wreaking havoc.
If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me.
All right, last and most certainly least, the special object for the set.
Yes, that came out with the release day events with the set, basically. We have the Mutagen Ooze, looking so nice in our little display there.
I put it in a glob of sticky tack so it wouldn't roll around and go anywhere.
So what this does is it costs 10 points for your force. It's just a light special object. Give a friendly character in this square or hold this object a power action to equip it. Opposing characters can KO this object by only using it in an object attack.
Wait, hold on. You said or carrying it?
Yeah.
So I could super strength, pick it up, run around with it for a minute, and then break it over my head and turn it to a mutant.
Whatever you feel so the need to do so.
That's pretty interesting.
Right. And it's a light object, so you can keep your heavies for your super strength pieces too.
Cool.
So that's kind of nice. The effect it gives is this. Character has the animal keyword. So,
Rar.
if you're playing with Rat King and you give someone the animal keyword, he
Nope.
dies. No?
Just noping that right now. So Rat King becomes equipped. You're only allowed to equip 1 item at a time. Therefore, the Mutagen Ooze go poof.
Dang it.
You lose your animal keyword, and poof, you lose your Rat King. Don't do that.
Don't do that, guys. I thought it would be cool, but no.
Yep, would have been, should have been, isn't.
This is why I'm friends with Mike. He knows this kind of stuff. Alright. It also says, once per game, when an opposing character hits the equipped character with a close attack, after action resolve, you may choose a standard power the attacking character can use, and the equipped character can now use that power as long as this is equipped.
You know who needs that? That Mutagen Ooze?
Who?
Moreland. Oh, what's that? You have hypersonic speed the first time I attack you? Or sidestep so I can step away so you can't hit me?
Gross.
Or plasticity so you can't get away?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or impervious so that when you hit me, I'm not taking as much damage?
He does have impervious.
Invincible then? I don't know.
Well, whatever. Yeah. If
There you go. Super senses because I just punched Spider-Man.
Right.
Double rollout.
Hold on. It's reverse. When the attacker hits this guy, they pull a power from the guy who hit them. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Lies.
This guy.
When an opposing character hits the equipped character, after action resolve, you may choose. Okay, so Spider-Man hits Moreland. Then I get a super senses.
Yes.
Interesting. Does it say standard power? See, I didn't pay attention.
Standard power that the character can
Okay,
use.
so it has to be a standard power that they can use. So none of the special Turtles weapon abilities or special...
But if the figure does have special power that grants can
right,
use special
so like
powers.
Krang, he can use probability control and outwit. You'd be able to take one or the other.
Yes.
But not both.
Yes.
All right, well, that has been our super rare and chase review video for the Teenage Mutant Turtles Wave 1. Hope you guys have found this insightful, enlightening, helpful, and helps you decide if you want to run these guys on your teams, or for these ones in particular, if you're willing to shell out that big grain. Yes, I use the term shell for that, so appropriately punningly so.
All puns.
So, yeah, I hope this has been helpful, and please like, comment, subscribe, tell us how we're doing, and anything we can do better.
And remember, guys,
Strike first.
and strike hard.